Austin Peay coach David Midlick joins us. Coach, from headquarters in Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm at the world headquarters, as I like to call it, of the OVC offices. Quite a different surrounding for us this year at Media Day, but it's great to see you.
Great to be talking to you, Bob. It means basketball season's close, and we're excited.
It does, and one of the couple of standard questions we've been asking everybody is, you've been a coach a long time. Your body just kind of tells you it's time. And now we are talking in somewhat early November, and you've still yet to play a game when you would be playing in the next day or so. How has that affected you and your team?
Yeah, and patience. We preach as coaches day at a time and try to get better each practice. And boy, it sure has been true this year. The team has been great. They have taken it day by day. Our training staff, Kathleen, has been great. Our administration, Gerald and Lisa, but especially our players and my coaches. And we're excited. We know it's close. We know we're 2 weeks out, so it is here.
This one question I've not asked a lot of coaches: is there like a support group for you as coaches to be able to talk to, kind of a consortium or such to share ideas with?
It is. From the summer, we had a bunch of different Zoom groups with coaches to bounce probably X and O's ideas off of. It's continued into the fall. And basically my coaching staff has been, we've been our support group, and, and having practices and hoping we get this off the ground and dealing with things that come up. And so I have a great group around me, but we've spent, each day in the office is not only coaching day, but support group day as well.
So I noticed some Twitter activity. You had the players back some point in time in midsummer, then they went back and came back again. What's been that schedule like for them? Yeah,
well, we did not have them until they came back in the fall. We saw them, in March when everyone went home, and then, came back in late August. So, kept in touch with them through Zoom. I didn't even know what that was until March. And, but it was good to see them. It was great to see them finally in person in August. And they were excited to see each other. They were excited to get on the floor to try to get back to a sense of normalcy and being a college student and a college student athlete.
So I was talking to a couple of the coaches. They have school-age children. You have college-age children. Did they come home, and what's the house been like the last 8 months?
Yeah, the one in college came home for in March. The other one that has worked in the healthcare field each day during this has really been on the front line at a pediatric clinic in Memphis, and proud of both of them, and especially proud of the older one and what he's done to try to take care of a certain group of patients in healthcare in Memphis.
Basketball seemed like, is there ever a point in time through the summer where, and even maybe up until the day, where it seemed like we're not going to get there? Did you ever have kind of some frustrating times or some darker moments you thought, man, this is not going to happen?
I'm definitely a positive person and thought we would have it. You just, you hear things on the news, you see things that come out with rules and, what goes on, and you kind of like, oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be, a bigger hurdle to climb. But once again, our players have tried to do what we've asked them to do. Our training staff has been outstanding. It's tough enough to take care of 15 players, but doing it with testing and try to double check and triple check what we're doing. And then our coaching staff as well too has just been positive with our players the entire time. So yes, there's been some hurdles. Yes, there's been some days questioning it, but I always thought that we'd get this thing off the ground, and we're close.
So let's do this. Basketball is close. Talk a little bit about your schedule, what you were able to put together pre-conference, and then the expanded conference schedule this year.
Yeah, non-conference, we play North Alabama, Tribeca, Florida State, Mississippi Valley, and UT Chattanooga. 5 challenging games, 5 opponents to hopefully get us ready for the 20-game conference schedule. I like the expanded schedule. I like being able to, to play teams in our conference more than once, both home and away. It gives us an extra home game as well too. that are always difficult to come by at our level. So once again, fingers crossed that we get it going on the 25th.
All right, let's talk about some players. You lost a lot of scoring from last year's team, kind of set us up for 2021.
Yeah, it begins for us with our 5 seniors. They've provided leadership during this time on the court and off the court. We've looked to them to, I've asked them a lot of questions about what we should do and what we should not do with practice and what works and what doesn't. So, Bree, Brandy, Maya, Tahani, and Kellen have been really good for us, really back since March. And on the court, Ella Sawyer was on the all-newcomer team last year. She ended the year, I think the last 5 games, shooting over 50% from 3, averaging over 20 points per game. She's come back even improved more than she has last year. So she will definitely be a focal point of what we are trying to do on the court.
And you mentioned those seniors having a say in how to structure that. I've been talking to some coaches that have said the new large amount of practice availability has been different for us as well. Have you practiced every day or made them shorter in duration? What has that been like?
Yeah, we've been all over the map with what we've tried to do, with not knowing when and if players may be out. I think we've tried to play more live situations and try to put what we want in before our first game versus North Alabama as quickly as possible, and try to let our players learn through live situations and then watching film either socially distanced or on Zoom. So it's been different. It's been good. They've responded to it, but definitely has been a different year with practice.
So the classic media question I've always been asking throughout, what must Austin Peay do to get back to Evansville and be competitive in this conference?
Yeah, we've got to get just a little better at a few statistics from last year. I thought our field goal percentage defense has got to get a little bit better, and we've got to shoot the ball just a little bit better. We run the stats of all the teams in our conferences, and that seemed to be a deciding factor. And we can't foul as much as we did last year. We really put ourselves behind the 8 ball with putting teams in the bonus early. We do like to press. We do like to play up tempo, but we got to be smart and not foul early in quarters, foul 40, 50, 60 feet away from the basket. I like our young ladies. I like the team. They've worked extremely hard. We're excited to get it going.
David, great to see you again. I know we live not far from each other, but it's odd to be meeting in this fashion, but that's how it works in 2020, then so be it.
It is. Outside of my neighbors, I've been pretty much at home since March, and it's unfortunate, but this is the time we want to try to have a start to the season and give these young ladies a reward for working extremely hard and following the protocols that we're trying to put forward.
Really looking forward to seeing you and your team this season. All the best.
Thank you very much, Bob.